He never knew what he looked like since birth. No one could see him because his presence was too weak. Even the air could not notice him. His body was so light that the wind could blow him away. To live a normal life, Transparent had to wear many layers before going out. Even though he was not nearsighted, he still wore glasses because that was the only way people might notice him. At home he had to stand on heavy dumbbells. At work he had to carry a fire extinguisher weighing dozens of pounds. Only with these heavy objects on his body could the air notice him, so he would not drift away. He always worked hard, staying late every day. When customers came into the shop, Transparent was always the first to stand up and greet them, but the boss could not see him and handed the deal to a normal intern instead. Watching them talk with enthusiasm, Transparent felt deep envy. He wished so badly to be noticed. At that moment, a coworker's pen fell to the floor, and that coworker was the girl he had liked for a long time. Transparent thought this was his chance, so he kindly picked up the pen, but the girl did not seem to notice him. Transparent felt sad. He could not get the boss's attention, so his work had no results. He could not get the girl's attention, so he could not reach love. Transparent felt discouraged, but he still hoped for something better. Wanting to push himself to be noticed, a ball suddenly hit his chest. He looked up and saw it came from some kids. He quickly threw it back, but because his body was too light, he almost lost control of a car on a slope. This time was the same. The kids did not see him, and there was no simple thank you. He told himself it was fine. If not this time, then next time. Try harder next time. Maybe someone would notice him. But just as he was about to leave, his motorcycle broke down. With no choice, he pushed it uphill. When he reached a convenience store, the sensor door opened for customers, but it could not sense Transparent. He ran straight into the door. He moved back and forth, but the door still would not open. Only when another customer came could he follow them inside. Because his performance was too poor, he did not get a bonus this month. His bank account was almost empty. All his money could only buy one loaf of bread. He put the bread on the counter and waited for the cashier. Even though he was there first, the cashier skipped him. At that moment, Transparent broke down. He knew he would never get that bread because no one could see him. The bread was left on the counter. He left the store quietly. People around him still treated him like air. He had already had enough of this life. He could not even feed himself, so how could he talk about a future? Just as he was about to give up, the cashier suddenly ran out. Transparent saw hope. He thought the cashier had noticed him, noticed the bread he left behind, and was waiting for him to come back and pay. But the next second,
忘れ物ですよ。
ありがとう。
that last bit of hope was destroyed. No one could see him. No one could notice him. Transparent fell into despair. He used all his strength to lift the fire extinguisher and threw it out in anger, but he regretted it right away. Without something heavy, he did not know where the wind would take him, so he hurried to pick it back up. But as soon as he stood up, a truck came straight toward him. Transparent tripped, and the fire extinguisher fell to the ground. His body floated up at once. The ground was flat. There was nothing to grab. A strong wind came at that moment and blew Transparent away. He tried to grab the fire extinguisher. He tried to grab his motorcycle, but the wind was too strong. There was no time. Transparent flew higher and higher, getting farther from the ground. He finally stuck to the wall of a building, but another air current flipped him off. Along the building wall, it blew him into the sky. Dark clouds came with lightning. Transparent kept rising. Luckily, he grabbed a hot air balloon, so he did not fly into the upper sky. Transparent was terrified because a storm was coming. Lightning could strike at any moment, but it seemed lightning could not notice him. He used all his strength, holding the hot air balloon tight, climbing down little by little, but the wind grew stronger and blew him off again. At the last second, Du Ming grabbed a bucket, but the bucket was too heavy, and he fell down the building. Luckily, his body was light enough, so he was not hurt. He grabbed a worker's pickaxe along the way, and finally landed safely on the ground. Sitting by the river with his broken motorcycle, Transparent let the rain soak him. The rain hit his body. Only at moments like this could he feel that he existed.